He's got it all to do. But given the way he played in his first match in this session, he could definitely do it. Breaks of 61, 123. And then 135 to defeat James Cahill. If he can replicate that form, Shaun Murphy might have a few problems. But there was no problem at all knocking that red in, Dave. What a start.
Well, beautiful control. I mean, look at the cue ball there, just off the bulk cushion. The red's away from the pocket. He's dropped it in nicely, landed on the black. Could not have played that any better. Just finished a little close to this red, though. Of course, he's had a bit of a wait to play this match since the first session ended. About 10 to 4.
Nine.
Could be crunch time over on table 2 in the latest match that looks like it's going to be a draw. Zhao Guodong has a very straightforward blue
40.
to gain a point against Michael Holt.
15.
The blue is in. History looks like repeating itself in his first match. Michael Holt was 2-0 up on Zhou Yulong. Couldn't get the win. 2-0 up on Zhao Guodong. Again, has to settle for a share of the spoils. That having had first chance in the third frame and missing a black
22.
off its spot. So 4 matches played on the other table today. All of them 2-all draws.
23.
Well, that red has just come back at the last minute and got in the way of the black. There's another red in the way of the blue. So unless he takes what will be an ambitious brown, it's end of break. Or even the green. Green it is, refusing to pass up the opportunity to continue, and just a sign of his confidence. You know, he had to get that. He'd be leaving the reds on in what is a crunch match, remember,
26.
but Shaun Murphy's looked good right from the off today. That's a great recovery pot.
This is actually a similar scenario to his first group. He needed just a draw in his last match there. He ended up beating Tian Pengfei 3-1. It wasn't convincing. I think he'll need to play to a high level in this match.
Well, he's made
34.
a terrific start. I'm sure he would have kept an eye on the way Gilbert was playing in his last match as well, his second match, and be aware that he'd be confident coming into this one. Yeah, 4 draws on table 2. Are you sticking, Phil, with your prediction they can't all be drawn?
Yes, but I'm worried.
If they are, then clearly it's going to come down every placing to the high break.
And if the next match is drawn, we will let you know exactly how it all stands.
35.
Next match, by the way, Michael Holt has got to shake off that disappointment and try and beat Ben Wollaston. You might be wondering why there's a little bit of out of sync action going on. Well, the first 2 matches on table 1 in this session was slightly shorter than the first match on table 2.
43.
What is a dream red he got in with? He's had to recover a couple of times. The green was one, but wow, he's missed that black. That was
Shaun Murphy.
not foreseeable.
43.
Very surprising, and for Dave Gilbert, very encouraging.
One.
It's a perfect table to mount a counter-attack. The black's off its spot, but it's not out of the reckoning. And anyway, not vital that he pots
Seven.
blacks. Ample on the table to get back into the frame.
Thank you. 8.
For the second time this evening, trying to go in and out of balk. He hits the brown
13.
rather robustly.
David Gilbert, 30.
It's noticeable, isn't it? Now this is the crunch match. Just a couple of errors have already crept in. Miss black from Murphy was unexpected. The positional error, ditto from Gilbert. So maybe it won't be quite as free-flowing as earlier on because it's all on the line. Murphy needs 2 frames, Gilbert needs 3. Michael Holt breaking off against Ben Wollaston on table 2 in the 5th match there. I think he'll look back on some regret, Michael Holt, if he doesn't win tonight. I mean, he could finish last, actually. And bearing in mind he was 2-0 up twice, that would be very disappointing. Anyway, still got a chance to win that one.
I think he just caught a hint of that middle pocket jaw with the cue ball. It slowed it down sufficiently to keep it quite close to the ball cushion. So this is quite a toughie. And on several occasions he's been overcutting these today. Oh, well, that was completely the opposite. Caught it far, far too thick, and where it's all finished up, he's a little fortunate. Murphy will be pleased, though, to see the red go on the side cushion.
One.
Again, terrific pot from Shaun Murphy. Just seems now, I think, the most reliable player from long range.
Yes, he also timed the shot so well he was able to stun across the face of the pink, which, as we've just seen, went.
7.
Well, congratulations to Mandy, who entered our competition for tickets to watch Shaun Murphy at the Champion of Champions, and she will be coming along in November
8.
to Bolton for that tournament. So congratulations, Mandy. We'll have another competition tomorrow because Judd Trump, of course, the Masters champion, will be in action.
$40. 50.
So one more red needed. Little nudge on it, and well, not great. He's checking the scoreboard. 51 in front.
21.
Trying to nudge this into play. Didn't quite come off. But when we say 51 on, of course, that's 3 reds with 3 blacks. There's a red safe. Brown's not great. He's holding the cards here, Murphy.
Shaun Murphy, 21.
Murphy fully aware of all the permutations, and he's also aware from past experience of just how well Dave Gilbert can play. 5-3 in career head-to-heads in favour of Murphy. But Gilbert on occasion has played superbly against the Magician. As Dave said, only potting the black will do. And he's on the black. Good shot at that pace. And now the angle on the red. Potted in bulk, screwed back for the black.
8.
We might yet see a respotted black. Of course, Gilbert does have the option, if he doesn't drop nicely on that last red, of getting a snooker in behind the pink. But he will undoubtedly target the clearance if he can.
$9.
Yeah, it's, again, imperative this black goes in.
This is a little pacey. But it stops before the cushion, and that could be significant. He can now stun the white in behind the pink and lay a good snooker. Had the cue ball travelled another couple of inches and been dead on the top cushion, that wouldn't have been possible. Went for the jugular. Went for the pot to middle.
David Gilbert, 16.
Laudable in one sense, but it might be costly.
Yeah, the problem is you've got no way of knowing really where the red's going to finish. He's left a chance here, and in it goes. So he rolled the dice there, Gilbert, but looks like it's going to cost him. And remember, Shaun Murphy will only need one more frame after this one to be our group winner.
Three of the four groups in this phase so far have been won by the top seed, the highest ranked player.
4.
And now Murphy is one frame away from
6.
making it 4 out of 5.
And he'd also be from 4 out of 5 winners previously having won a ranking event. Mark Williams, Chris Wakelin, Robert Milkins, of course, the other three. Martin Senkam
9.
yesterday was the odd man out. So experience is starting to come to the fore in this Championship League.
Shaun Murphy, 9. And the frame.
Murphy did not win that in a single visit. Gilbert went for the big attacking shot on the last red. It did not pay off. Murphy 1-0 up, one more required to top the table. Top of the wish list when you start any day is to see quality snooker. Yeah, we've seen that in abundance. Secondly, you want to see the group go down to the final frame if possible, and that's happened also.
Thank you. Frame 4.
Dave Gilbert
Shaun Murphy to break.
in a comfy seat, not quite in the driver's seat though. It's a 50-50 shot. Whoever wins this frame will advance.
He's played great though, hasn't he? You know, he's playing well enough to suggest if he gets one chance, he can do it. And that's clearly something you associate with Shaun Murphy as well, but we haven't seen much of it in this match really. The frame he won was a bit scrappy. Now then, how much of the red can he see here? Dave Ford, the referee, having a look.
Don't think I get it any, but that's my eyes.
Well, he said, I don't think you can see any of the red, but that's my eyes. Well, don't think you should be giving advice somehow. Reels away because he's left a red to middle. Not to be confused with easy, but it will pot.
One.
Very nicely done. He was slightly hampered. So Shaun Murphy first in. If you're just joining us, this is a straight shootout. Whoever wins the frame has won the group and comes back on Friday. Will there be just 8 players left in the Championship League?
6.
Dave Gilbert has played a higher level of snooker than some of the group winners so far this week.
7.
And yet he could be on the outside looking in. You might say he's played to a higher standard than all of the group winners this week, actually.
14.
Yeah, and he's not really doing anything wrong here either.
15. 21.
Development work to do for Murphy. Just one open red remaining after this one goes.
Thank you. 22.
Yeah, there could be drama yet. It's going to depend so much on getting reds into play, of course.
$29. $30.
Has he got enough angle? There's your answer. I thought he just slightly brought the cue ball back too far.
37.
Look at that cue ball bend off the cushion. Gripped the cloth and did a left-hand turn as we're looking.
Shaun Murphy.
So has to settle for
37.
37. It's a good start, but it's not decisive.
Well, he was clearly concerned seeing that red go towards the right corner. That's the thing, the mood has changed a little bit because this is all or nothing now. Murphy already 37 in front. Could be about one good shot here. And that is a very, very good shot. So that could be Murphy in to get this one. Saw Gilbert looking concerned. This is why, even though the red had come slightly away from the pocket, Murphy able to knock it in, stay on the black.
The reds he's looking at
8.
maybe for future use. Now, for many players, this would be a pressure shot with the rest. For Murphy, it should be meat and drink.
Okay. 9.
I must say, at all the groups we've done over
50.
the last 4 weeks, Dave, I think this has been my personal favourite. Quality and ultimately drama combined.
16.
You look to see whether the plant was on. Either he wasn't sure or it isn't.
23.
He needs red, black, red.
24.
Needs to be a late twist. A bit of a shame for Gilbert that he didn't really get a look in this frame, because he was playing so well, of course, up to that point.
$31.
The plant to go through. It was on.
Well, credit to Shaun Murphy, great champion of our sport. He's had a great 2023 in the second half of last season, and he's looking to hit the ground running in the new campaign. Carry on collecting trophies. Dave Gilbert played brilliantly tonight. In the 2 matches he played, he made 4 centuries, including 2 in this match. But as I say, he didn't really get a clear-cut chance in this conclusive frame.
$47. 48.
He came into this frame knowing he had to respond to Gilbert's brilliance. The fact he has done, I think, will stand Murphy in good stead, not just for the remainder of this tournament, but going forward.
55. 56. 63. 64.
Murphy has the chance to finish with a century of his own. End of chance.
$71.
That is the most minor irritation. The main
Murphy,
job was
71.
done with breaks of 37 and 71. Dave Gilbert 2, Shaun Murphy 2. And with 7 points, the magician will now weave his magic on finals day.